Hey guys! So I thought I would do a getting ready with me video this morning. I haven't done one for a while, so I thought it'd be fun. I'm in the downstairs bathroom. As you know, upstairs we don't have any air conditioning, so upstairs is really hot, so we moved everything downstairs. So I'm filming down here today. And I'm also going to be doing a first impression of this Rimmel Finish 25 Hour with Comfort Serum Foundation in the shade Light Ivory. It's the lightest shade. And I actually just picked this up earlier this morning, and I thought it'd be fun to just do a first impression of this while I'm doing the getting ready with me. So I'm just going to do a getting ready with me video, and then I'll check in like 2 times throughout the day and just tell you how this guy is holding up. So I thought that would be kind of fun. And this is actually new too. The primer I'm using is the Clinique Super Primer, and I just got this one yesterday. It just came in the mail yesterday. This is like a pink primer that Clinique has, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to use those for the first time and then kind of do like a first impression of the foundation. So anyway, I'm going to do a getting ready with me video, and I hope you guys like it. Okay guys, I'm starting out with my 24-hour extended eye base from MAC. You guys know I use this one a lot and I really like it, so I'm just going to use that all over my eyelids. The one only drawback of this eye primer, it's such a good eye primer from MAC, but the only drawback is you always squeeze too much out, and so I like the NARS applicator better, where you can just kind of put it on. This one you always squeeze too much out, so I don't love the applicator, but the product is so good. I'm just going to go in with my MAC Prep and Prime Skin Refined Zone Treatment. It's just this like treatment that you're supposed to put around the oil, like on the nose and around the oily parts of your face. And it just kind of makes it more mattified throughout the day, so it's really nice. I'm hoping you can't hear my kids out there. They're watching a movie out there, so I'm hoping that it's not too loud. Sorry if it is. Next I'm going to go in with the Painterly paint pot from MAC, just one of my favorite paint pots, and I'm just going to put that all over my lids to prime for my eyeshadow. Today I'm going to be using my Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. This is one of my all-time favorite... Oh, hi buddy! Potty. Okay, you can go potty. Connor just came in and he needs to go potty. But this is one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow palettes, so I'm going to be using this on my eyes today. I'm just going to blend with my Eco Tools brush just to make sure all of my makeup is pretty smooth and it's not crazy looking. Okay, I'm going to go in with my MAC Prep and Prime Vibrancy Under Eye Primer just to kind of make sure my under eyes are nice and hydrated so they don't get super dry. I really like this stuff. It's just any under eye primer in general is nice, especially for your under your eyes. I'm going to go in with my Clinique Super Primer Color Corrected Dullness. It's the pink one. Sorry, this lighting might be a little bit crazy, but it's pink. And I just got this, so I haven't actually ever used it. They have a whole bunch of different colors, but I got the pink one. And that's what it looks like. It's just like a pink primer. Hopefully it doesn't look weird because of the lighting in here, but it's just a pink primer, and it has like a thicker consistency to it, so I think it's going to be really good for kind of filling in the pores as well. I'm just going to take a little bit of my MAC Prep and Prime Line Filler Base. This is my favorite like pore filler. Just taking a tiny bit, and I'm just going to put that on my pores, my nose, to just kind of fill them in a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to go into the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour Foundation. This is the very first time I'm trying this, so this will also be a first impression. It's right around 11 o'clock right now, so I think that'd be kind of fun. And I'm using my beauty blender that's dampened to apply this. So let's see how this goes on. Okay, it's a really good color match for me. This is the very lightest shade that they had. Surprise, surprise. And I'm just gonna kind of get some. The only thing so far that's negative is it doesn't have a pump. I'm not very fond of that, but that's all right. The scent is pretty nice. It's like a very light, like very, very light fragrance. It's not anything heavy at all. Sorry you guys, my husband called me. So I'm just gonna hurry and just put a little bit more of this, but yeah, this coverage so far seems pretty nice, and it seems like a really good color match too. I'm really sorry these lighting, like this light is kind of washing me out. Bathroom lights are just so unpredictable, so you know, I'm just kind of working with what I got. So I got it all buffed out on my skin and it looks really, really nice. I don't know if you can see my skin, but it looks like skin. It doesn't look like I'm really wearing foundation. It's kind of crazy. It doesn't really look like anything. It just kind of looks like skin, which is really nice. My skin doesn't really need a whole lot done with it, but yeah, it's a really beautiful foundation so far. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't have a pump, and the consistency is kind of like a moussey texture. It's not super runny and it's not super thick, so it's kind of like in the middle, but so far I like the finish of it a lot. I've never tried a Rimmel foundation, so I'm kind of excited. I'm just going to kind of blend everything out with this brush right here from Real Techniques. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this NYX HD concealer. This is in the shade light / pale, I believe. So I think that there's one lighter than this, but I like this one because it's very pink toned and I love using it under my eyes. I'm just using a tiny bit of this under my eyes. I'm just going to go in with my NYX HD finishing powder in the shade Banana. I'm going to use my Chanel blush brush for just kind of setting under my eyes a little bit. And then I'm just going to go in with my Sedona lace brush and just use that same powder and just kind of set my face. I'm going to use my MAC bronzer, the one that was in the Wash and Dry collection. This is in Studio Sculpt Defining Bronzing Powder in the shade Golden Rinse, and this is like my favorite bronzer of life right now. I'm going in with my Real Techniques blush brush. After bronzing, I just like to spray a little bit of my L'Oreal Infallible setting spray, just like in the middle and then at the end, just to kind of make sure it's kind of setting properly and my face doesn't look too powdery. I'm going to go with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. I've used this a ton. I'm going to go in with a spoolie end and just kind of comb up my brows. And then I'm going to go in with the pencil side and fill them in. One of my favorite things to do for eyeliner is just use the palette I was using and then pick a darker shade to do for my eyeliner. So I'm going to go in with Risque, which is the shade right here. It's kind of like a purpley grayish kind of tone, and I'm going to use that for my eyeliner today, so it's just a little bit softer. I got this pencil not too long ago and I love it for the waterline. This is the L'Oreal Silkamy eyeliner, that's what it's called, and it's the purple one, and I just really, really love this for the waterline. I think it kind of gives it a fun pop of color, so I'm going to use that right now. I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Natural Matte Palette again, and I'm going to use this shade Strapless right here and just run that along my lower lash. This not too long ago. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. And I'm going to put this on my lashes. With my Tartelette Celebrated blush that looks like this. I'm just going to put that all over my cheeks. I'm going to go in with my MAC. This was a limited edition highlighter. This is from the Maleficent type collection. This is just a natural beauty, this is a beauty powder in the shade Natural. And I just like using this as a highlight because it's a very natural highlight. And I'm going to take this Real Techniques powder brush, this big huge brush, and just kind of make sure everything looks blended. For my lip liner, I'm using my MAC my lipstick, I'm just going to be using the Revlon lipstick in the shade Sassy Mauve. This is one of my very favorites. I don't know if that's going to focus, hopefully it will. That is the shade I'm going to be using. And everything will be linked down below just in case you need help finding something. Again, I hope that this lighting is okay. I'm just kind of doing it down here. I haven't ever done it down here before, so hope the lighting's not crappy. And I'm going to be checking in throughout the day and letting you know how I like this foundation. So if you want to keep on watching and kind of know what I feel about this foundation and kind of a first impression thing, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so it's about 5 o'clock and I'm just down here really quick doing an update because we're about to eat dinner. But I'm really liking it so far. I don't know if you can see, but it looks pretty natural. I mean, it's still on super, super well. It's like really lightweight. It's not heavy on the skin at all, and I actually really like it. I'm not a huge fan of drugstore foundations, but I'm really liking this one. So far so good, and I'm really liking it so far. I just wanted to do an update really quickly, but so far it's good, and I'm really liking it. And I will continue to update a little bit as time goes on. I'll probably do one more update before I go to bed, and I'll just kind of talk to you a little bit about it. Hey guys, so I thought I'd just do my last check-in. It's about 8:20 right now. I'm just gonna get ready to take a shower, but I thought I'd let you know. I mean, it looks amazing for how long I've worn it today. It still looks so good. It's not like cakey at all. It doesn't really get too shiny, and yeah, so far I really like it. It's really hard to know if you're gonna love something from using it one time. So first impressions are kind of hard. Like, I don't recommend to like go out and run and get it yet, just because I haven't really used it. I've only used it one time, but this one time that I've used it, I have just loved it. Like, it hasn't moved. Like, my face looks the same as when I put my makeup on, which is pretty impressive for a drugstore foundation. This is probably, like, so far it's my favorite drugstore foundation I've ever tried based on the first application. Like, I'm not a drugstore foundation person, but this one is really, really good so far. So I will update regardless of if I end up loving it or not liking it. I will update. I'll do like a review of it later on and let you guys know. But so far, I really like it. And like I said, it's only like one time I've used it, so I can't really like say, yeah, go get it, because I've only used it this one time. But I really, really love it so far, and I think it's great. So anyway, yeah, I think it looks really good, and I'm just gonna go take a shower. I hope you guys liked this video, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye!